Alrighty, traders, good day to everyone. This is John Hell here. We're going to be looking at the markets today. What's going on with gold? Gold rejected, and so therefore gold is probably going to have a bit of a crash in the market, or at least a big leg down in the market. Also, what's going on with the stock market? What's going on there? Also, guys, I'm going to be talking about my trading this week, and it was actually a really good week, but not so much of a good week. So I'll talk about that in today's video. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, before I get started, make sure you grab that free trading course that I'm giving away, link in description. That free trading course there, guys, it's just there to really, I'm giving away because I really want to help you out. I used to charge for this course, $500, but I'm giving away because I really want to help you out here. This is actually a full trading course. It goes through 5 different phases: the biggest mistakes you're making and how to overcome them, the chart reading, the trading techniques, the mindset, my #1 trading system. And also what I've done is I've just recorded a brand new training walking you through how to find overbought, oversold, and the best time to be entering the markets. And also how to see where there's strong momentum so we can jump on that strong momentum and go with the momentum. It's a brand new training. So go to johnsfreegift.com. As soon as you put your email address in, you'll get instant access to the free trading course, but you'll also get instant access to that brand new training that I've just recorded for you. It goes for about 20 minutes long, walking you through how to find really overbought, oversold, and also the perfect time to be entering, and also how to see where there is strong momentum in the market so you can jump on that momentum and start to ride it all the way home. I promise you, you're going to absolutely love that. Again, it's all for free on that there. So very first link in the description, guys, go check it out. Now, what did I say in this? What did I title this video? I haven't thought about that yet. Rejected, crash coming. Okay, cool. I'm trying to what guys. Actually, you know what? Let's actually do this here, right? Because we all know us YouTubers, right? We've got to use this. We've got to use titles to get your attention, right? So, so therefore, the title of this video is actually not a fake title. But you know what, guys? Let's actually have a fun. Let's actually have a bit of fun with the whole clickbait mentality, right? Leave a comment below and let me know what I should have titled this video, right? And let's actually see who can come up with the best clickbait title ever. Okay, let's actually have a bit of fun with the whole clickbait. Now, as you guys know, that this is actually not clickbait. What I'm about to talk to you about, how the market did reject, and I do see a big leg down coming. It's actually true, right? Now, what am I talking about that? I'm talking about gold here right now, okay? So the first thing that I've actually been talking about this now for quite some time. This is gold here, okay? Gold with just a 52 moving average. And something that I've been talking about with gold for quite some time is, firstly, what's rule number 1 is the trend, what? Lows and highs. And then also, when we start to get a strong moving average, we don't want to be going against that moving average, because a lot of the times, whenever we get a strong moving average in a direction, okay, so, and if you're brand new to my trainings, I'll quickly walk you through this. You'll notice whenever we get a strong down moving average, that every time it retraces, we generally get a big drop. Retrace, a big drop, retrace. So we're probably going to get another big drop out of these markets, right? So again, it doesn't happen 100% of the time. Nothing does, right? But I promise you that if you are struggling with your trading right now, and you didn't want to do anything with me, right? You didn't want to become part of my coaching program, which is actually closed right now. You can't actually join it. But if you didn't even want to go get that free trading course, right? The whole thing about your trading is that, firstly, if you put on just one moving average, I got a 52 moving average. Now, this is a daily chart, so therefore I'm using a 52-day moving average, right? So whatever time frame. If I flick over to a hourly chart, well, guess what? Now I'm looking at the 52 moving average, looking at the hourly chart, right? Makes sense? So I hope that makes sense. Look at that there. Big bar, right? Cool. So the daily charts. So we can see what's actually happening here, right? So we actually see we have a bit of a pullback, and then a drop down, and a bit of a pullback, and then a drop down, and then a pullback, another drop down. Now, look at this here every single time. So the whole purpose of that is, I promise you, if you're struggling with the trading right now, just start to use simple analysis, as in, if the market's making lower highs, you can only go short the market, right? And also, if the 52 moving average is strong trending down or up, you can only go with that moving average to give you the probability, right? So step number one, if we're making lower highs, you only can go short because the trend's down. And step number two is if the moving average is actually trending down, then you'll be out. Then you can only trade with that, right? So as you can see, look at this here, down, up. You know, as you can see, if you actually try to trade the short legs, the short legs have been much more high probability than trying to capture some of these really long legs through here, right? Meaning trying to buy gold in this scenario has been really risky, right? And something I've been talking about, I've actually been talking about this now for you people who've been watching me now for the last few weeks. It's something I've been saying, are we going to create a higher low here or not? That's the first thing I've been saying. But also I've been saying is that the market is actually been trending down and we've still got a long-term moving average coming down. So it's actually, I'm not too quite sure, or actually, no, I'm more confident on this actually having a leg down because it rejected once again. Makes sense? So make sure that, again, actually in that free trading course, I actually give you my trading system and I basically just gave you, out of my 4 rules that I look for in my trading setup, I just gave you my first 2, right? So you can see how powerful this is, right? Just doing that. Then I start to overlay the type of pullback and then the entry bar. And that's actually when I actually trade the rules. And so again, you get all that for free, guys. So just the first thing in the description, guys, go get access to that. So that's what I'm looking at through there. But also check this out. So not only are we having a trend down, but we're also actually rejecting off this moving average on gold. Okay, but check this out. So if I actually, let me take this moving average off the screen now, and I'm just going to bring up a blank chart, and I want to bring up a weekly chart, and I want to bring up some trend lines, or a trend line, okay? Oh. I said a trend line, and then there's multiple brought up, okay? So the thing that I really want to share with you here is this, all right? Let me bring that up through there. Okay, the thing that I want to share with you, look at this here on the weekly charts. This is telling something. This is the reason why I announced I titled this video the way that I did. Again, guys, leave a comment below. I want you to come up with one of the best clickbait titles I should have actually titled this video. Look at this here. This is a weekly chart, right? Check this out. Okay, so look here. So resistance. Okay, we have the support level around there as well too. Support through there. Look what happened recently. It came up. This is, remember guys, and I know I've actually said this a few times, but this is a weekly chart, okay? 5 days worth of trading. This weekly bar came up to this level of resistance, as you can see, even through there, as you can see, right? Rejection through there, that rejected through there, rejected it through there. This whole basically 1,700 level, support. It broke down and then it broke up. Look at this here, came up, could not close above it last week, came down, and now we're actually rejecting it right now. That is actually a very, very weak sign. And if I start to draw some more trend lines here, look at this. If I draw my trend line on my weekly chart, look at that sexy beast. Now, what is that sexy beast? Sexy beast, right? It's a sexy beast because I get so, I'm been trading for 18 years and I just love the charts. I love trading itself, right? It's such a phenomenal thing that we actually get to do. So that's the reason why it's sexy and it's a beast, because the market is a beast. And then if you're not careful with it, it'll tear you apart. Then it becomes a beast, right? That's why I call it a sexy beast. So look at this here. So we actually have the start point through there. We actually have the rejection point through there. So the rejection one come down. Look at that there. See where it rejected it? Look at that. Bang, smack right on there, and now rejected it. We are, not only are we in a strong downtrend with the moving average on that daily charts, but now we're looking at the weekly charts and now we're strong down. Now, therefore, where is the market likely to go to? And I know you guys are, you do the whole right thing, the bumblebee thing, right? Again, this is just, I'm not like, anything can happen, right, guys? I'm just looking at the probability of something. I know some of you guys that are holding gold right now and all this sort of stuff. But John, you said 4,628 days ago that gold... Oh, I get it. I know, right? So, but if I actually look at the level of support, I can see there's there's actually a major level of support through here around that 1,400 level. See all this support level through back here and back here around that 2019, 2020 time. But then not only that, but if I squeeze my charts up, look at this here. This is a very, very, very long-term trend line coming through here. And look where X marks the spot, around that 1,500, 1,400 level. So if we do continue, which we have very strong momentum, on the downside right now. If we continue down, we're probably going to see a 1,400 print on gold. I know that sounds pretty crazy, and you know what? Probably some of you guys don't want to hear it. Again, don't shoot the messenger. I am just the messenger. So this is what's happening right now. Let's go have a look at the ES today. Big reversal on the markets right now. Okay, so I actually said yesterday's video, I titled "Short-Term Rally" and then another big drop. I didn't actually expect the drop the next day. I expected at least a little bit of a short-term rally out of this, and then the drop. Okay, but guys, just be very, very, very careful. At the end of the day, don't just go short or go long any market. Remember what I said before? Remember I said before at the start of this video, right? What we want to do is we want to get in based on some set of rules. Don't just like, oh, I'm going to short the S&P right now, right? It's like, I'm going to buy the S&P right now. Don't do that, okay? Because that's just guessing. And that's, your guessing is your gambling, right? That's just like you trying to put money on a horse or something like that. Or a fighter or something like that. That's just guessing, right? Don't guess. Have some probability around you. And like, even if you just apply those two simple rules that I walked you through at the start of this video about trading with the trend and trading with a strong moving average, your success rate will go through the roof, right? So just do that. So we can see through here, we're actually big reversals on the futures market. Let's go have a look at the YM as well too. Again, we're just pretty much overall sideways. The big thing I'm watching for right now is the overall big picture I'm watching here is we do have this sort of, you can see this overall sort of bottom trend line here. So we may actually be getting ready for a very bearish week in the markets, because you can see it's actually, this is looking at the Russell now. It's come down, gone sideways through there, and you can see that this is the bottom trend line. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see the stock market end up back down the bottom here. Let's go have a look at Nasdaq as well too. So this is the Nasdaq chart. I'm going to see if I can copy and paste this here to see if there's anything I can notice through. Well, there's actually something through there, isn't there? All right, so let's actually see if I can delete you and then connect you. Okay, cool. All right, so that's actually a bit of a channel that we're in right now. So again, we have actually broken back down below here. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see this thing start to fill in a bit, but then come back down. And once we actually start getting down towards that 9,000 or 8,000 level, it starts to get into a lot of support levels through here. So we're probably going to start to see through there. Again, this is the daily charts right now. And the Nasdaq, look at the Nasdaq, short little bounce and then drop as well too. So so that's what I'm looking at there with the actual overall stock market. I do see overall the stock market actually having a really big drop in the market. I just don't know how that's likely to play out. Like what I said in yesterday's video, that I was actually believing we'll probably get a little bit of a short-term rally, then a drop, or we just get the drop, right? Either way, I see the end of the end of the story is that we see the stock market a lot lower from there. So I want to just finish off with my trading this week, guys. And I really want to share something with you that I think is going to really help you out when it comes to your journey as a trader. This week, I've had a 100% success rate. 100% success rate in my trading this week. How's your trading going this week? Now, that's not coming across from an egotistic point of view. I'm trying to point across here, okay? But I've only had one trade this week. Oh, whoopee-doo, John, you had one trade, one success. Yay! But the purpose of me telling you that is my count is up 25% today. 25%? No, 10%, right? My account is up 10% this week. In that, just for this 1 week. And all I took was just one trade, which was just a very short-term trade. It was a very, I talked about this a few days ago. And my account is growing. right? The purpose of me telling you this is that I really want you to stop trying to think that you need to have a lot of trades to make a lot of money in the market. You wanting to trade every single day is the thing that's actually stopping you from actually moving forward in the markets, okay? I want to short the market right now. Based off what sort of rules? Because John Howe is excited about Donkey Kong coming to town, right? Something like that, right? Something like that. So the whole thing about that, guys, is that when you're trading these markets, okay, and when you're entering these markets, it's really important not to try to trade a lot. And that was the whole thing that I actually had to have a big issue with when I actually started trading, right? Because when I started trading, I always wanted to be trading. I want to be jumping this. I want to be jumping that. I want to be this thing's moving. That thing's moving. Or, and it's like, Adobe's making a really good pattern. And then Facebook. And then Caterpillar. And then Berkshire. And I'd look at all these stocks and, oh my God, this thing's moving. And you go. And then what happened? Blew my account up, right? I got a lot of t-shirts for that blowing accounts up, right? So the whole thing that I've learned about successful trading is that less is actually more. Less is actually more. What we want and how I trade the market is, I was talking to my private clients about this. How I trade the market is I'm like a sniper. I do these market update videos for you every day, and I carry on and I do my thing, my song and dance. But that's just for entertainment, right? Have a bit, and also I actually really enjoy my trading. But when it actually comes down to me actually entering the markets, I'm a very sniper approach. Like, what does a sniper do? He sits there and he waits and he studies the landscape. And as soon as he sees something, potentially, he zones in on it and sees, no, that's not it. And then he finds something like, hang on. He zones in on it. He starts to, here we go. We've got the snipers there getting ready to go. He's got the terrorists coming out of the door. Here we go. This might be it. And he's lining it up, he's lining the sniper thing up. He's checking the wind to see where the wind is, the adjust it for the wind. And he's lining it up perfectly, testing it. And then he gets a phone, and then he gets a thing over the radio saying, no, cease fire, or don't fire. That's actually, it's not a terrorist, right? And he's like, oh, okay, cool. So he spends all that time almost getting it, and then he doesn't pull it because something about that just wasn't right. Right, and then he sits there again, and then he's watching and waiting and scanning and going through the markets and getting over the radios. That's what a trader is all about. A trader is doing that, right? He's always looking, he's always scanning, he's always looking through the markets. But very rarely does he what? Shoot the gun until he knows exactly what he's after for, right? So the sniper will what? The sniper will sit there for hours and 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 not shoot the gun. The next day comes back, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and not shoot the gun. The next day comes back, hours and hours and hours, boom, dead. You see what I'm saying there? So that's the way that with my trading started to get a lot better when I actually started to use that approach instead of just trying to, because there's so many stocks out there that we can trade, right? And it's like, oh, this thing's making up moves, and we go. But most of the time, I promise you that whenever you're going backwards, most of the time it's because there's no set of rules that you're entering. You're entering because you just say, oh, well, I'm going to short the market right now because John said it's never going to go down, so let's actually just short. And I see how that works. What if the market doesn't go down? What if the market does start to have a rally through here, right? Because no one knows what's definitely going to happen. I can do my song and dance and give you a bit of probability around the market. That's about it, right? So just make sure that you keep an eye on that, guys, and just make sure that if you are not entering the markets with a set of rules based of, like, if you look at the most successful people in the world, like a Warren Buffett, right? What does he do? Same thing. He has his checklist, he has his set of rules, and he's going through all these companies to see where they're at, what's happening with them, are they changing management? If they're not, he's going through them all, right? Going through all these documents and going and always searching. And then when he finds one, guess what? He goes in and hits it hard. Make sense? So anyway, guys, have an amazing weekend, and I'll speak to you in the next video.